So for this density demonstration experiment, you're going to need 3 glasses of water with the same amount of warm water in each, 8 tablespoons of salt, and 3 eggs. So what this is going to do is just demonstrate to you how the density of things affect how things float and sink and all that fun stuff. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to leave this first glass alone. Just leave it as the warm water. Then for these other 2, I'm going to take and fill them each with 4 tablespoons of just your regular old table salt. And it doesn't have to be exact, but just a general 4 tablespoons. And now I want to mix these and wait till they are completely dissolved. So what that means is you're just going to mix it till they don't look cloudy anymore. So we'll just mix it and let it sit for a minute. Get that out of the way. Alright, so now that my water, or the salt, has pretty much dissolved, it doesn't quite look like it, but it's enough to do the trick. I took away the 3rd glass because I don't really need it. I can just do this experiment with 2 and it'll be fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is take each of the eggs and I'm going to place them in each of the glasses. And we'll see if they sink or float. Okay, so that one sunk. Oh, that one floated. Alright, so from this, in terms of density, in this glass, the egg is more dense than the water surrounding it, so it sinks. In this one, with the salt added, it makes the water surrounding the egg more dense than the egg, so the egg floats. Since, like I said, the water is more dense, the egg will be less dense than the salt water, so it'll float. So the only difference between these 2 is the salt, but the density with the salt changes it. So that's what makes it sink and float. Let's see, if I add some of this regular water to my salt water, I think that I can get it to, oh, there we go. It's starting to sink. So now that I've mixed more of the fresh water, the plain water, in with the salt water, made it sink, because there's not as much salt in there, so it's not going to completely float.